The Samsung Galaxy S24, 1 year later. How has it held up? And should you pick the Galaxy S24 or wait for the Galaxy S25 as its unveiling event is going to take place on January 22nd, 2025? What is going on, everybody? MTG here with another episode. If you guys are new to the channel, hi there. Today, I've got Galaxy S24 to share with you guys. 1 year later, I've been using it, and if you guys have watched my past videos, I've always said that this phone is 85% of what the Galaxy S24 Ultra is. And I suspect the same thing is going to be for its successor. S25 will be 85% of what the S25 Ultra has to offer. But let's get right into this phone in particular, S24. The design is great. I love this minimal design. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And yes, you know, it hasn't really changed in the past couple of years. In fact, it looks very similar to the S23, which looked like the S22, which looked like the S21 with some minor changes. That's fine. That's completely okay. And even the S25 is going to look similar to this. I think we've hit a point where we're not really too focused on changes in design, but more so changing how we use the phone on a day-to-day basis, whether that be through the internals, the performance, the software, adding new features like AI to the software and things like that. But design has stayed fairly similar for the past couple of years with many brands, including Samsung, Apple, Google, OnePlus, and other companies and brands as well. But that's okay. I still like this. And I think this right here, this 6.2-inch display, phones that are this size are the new compact phones. And it sounds weird to say because, like, even a couple of years ago in 2021, we got our last iPhone, which was the iPhone 13, not the last iPhone, but the last mini iPhone, which was the iPhone 13 mini right here. And this had a 5.4-inch display. So when you look at it, like, this looks ginormous, but it's still an easy phone to use with one hand. Has that capability. It has a 6.2-inch display, AMOLED, 120 hertz. Absolutely love it. 2,600 nits of maximum peak brightness. A flat design all around with flat frames, curved corners, flat display, obviously, thin bezels. Like, you really can't go wrong with the design. I like it. It's a Samsung panel, Samsung display, and from the time I've been using Samsung devices was, like, the first time is 2012, Samsung Galaxy S Blaze 4G. It was a T-Mobile exclusive, like a exclusive of the original variant. And I absolutely loved that display. And every single Samsung I've used after that phone has also performed very well. So you can't really go wrong in the design department. And honestly, you can't really expect much more with design in the S25. There's not going to be a huge design change that's going to make you want to pick up the new phone. When we head into the performance, in the past year, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 has been very reliable, buttery smooth. Galaxy S24 comes equipped with 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs or 256 gigs of storage. I have 256 gigs and it's been enough for here. Some of my other phones have half a terabyte, which is obviously the more storage you have, the better it is. But for me, it's been plenty with 256 gigs. This initially came out with Android 14, One UI 6.1. I've since gotten the One UI 7 beta update, and I have update number 3. So I'm excited to get the stable release on the Galaxy S24. But again, like, S25 is going to come with One UI 7, Android 15 out of the box. Is it worth waiting for that? No, because you can already get that experience here with the Galaxy S24. Now, Samsung really made a push for Galaxy AI in 2024. I'll be honest, it's not really a criteria for me, and you know, talking about a smartphone, because at least for me, it hasn't changed the way I use a phone. It hasn't really impacted and kind of been part of my daily workflow in a sense. So that's why I don't think, you know, with the Galaxy S25 and whatever new AI features they introduce, I don't think, I may be wrong, but as of right now, I don't think it's going to still impact the way I use a phone on the daily. It's not going to really wow me. That's the important thing. It's not going to wow me. But on the day-to-day performance, you know, this has tackled everything I've thrown in. Watching YouTube videos, browsing the web, using it for social media, calling, texting, playing games like Clash of Clans, Call of Duty. they've all performed very well on the Galaxy S24. Now, before I do get to the cameras, I just want to quickly give a shout out to Pitaka. Now, they didn't sponsor this video, but I do have this case from them, and I've been using it for the Galaxy S24. It's MagSafe compatible. It's the MagEasy Case 4.0 Sunset, and it feels very premium. I absolutely love it. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. I've been using this case for almost a year now, and you absolutely can't go wrong with Pitaka. Now, the camera department, Samsung has performed very well. Again, they're taking like the core parts of the Ultra, like the great parts of the Ultra, and bringing it into the Galaxy S24. Triple camera setup has been awesome. You're not going to get 200 megapixel main camera. You're not going to get 100x zoom. But I mean, honestly, that's if like you're looking for that. If you're looking for those extra camera features, you want your smartphone to have the best of the best cameras. You're not going to go for the vanilla Galaxy S24. You're going to go for the Galaxy S24 Ultra, or in this case, with 2025, the S25 Ultra. But if you're fine with a triple camera setup, then a Galaxy S24 is going to perform like a champ. No issues, no problems whatsoever. And I think with the battery department as well, it does pretty good. Now, it has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, so that's like on the smaller side nowadays. And like a couple of years ago, 4,000 milliamp hours was a large battery cell, but now it's, you know, there are phones that have 5,000, 5,400, 6,000, even 7,000 milliamp hour battery cells. So this one does seem a little bit smaller, but nonetheless, it is pretty good. Now, it's not S24 Ultra, you know, battery life champ type of thing, but it still does pretty decent, you know, 4-ish hours of screen on time. It doesn't have the fastest charging. Samsung calls it at 25 watts fast charging, but it's not fast. Please put at least 45 watts. And I think as of right now, I don't believe the S25 is going to have that faster charging, so that is a little disappointment. But, you know, at least I have this MagSafe case that I just throw on here, and I charge wirelessly, and I don't really need to worry about anything at all. So if you're a light user, you don't really use your phone too often, you're not going to have any problem with the Galaxy S24. If you're a heavy user, you may want to be near a charger, you may want to carry a portable charger or whatever it is, if battery is a concern for you, if you're going to use it like 24/7 all the time. Now, price for this has, you know, has fluctuated. The MSRP is $799, but it's always gone on sale. And when the S25 comes out, it's going to go on sale even more. So my recommendation here is, as of right now, since we know the release date or the unveiling, the event for the S25 series, hold on and don't pick this up. Hold off on going to Samsung.com or whatever, your local carrier store, Best Buy, Verizon, T-Mobile, whatever it is, and don't pick this up. Wait until S25 comes out, because this will probably drop in price and go on sale. So wait for that. And then if you want to pick up the S24, by all means, go right ahead. I call this Galaxy S24 a healthy phone. It's a good phone. Like, you can't go wrong with it. It's 85% of what the Galaxy S24 Ultra has to offer, you know, wrapping things up here. And the same thing I think is going to apply for the S25 when that comes out. Now, should you wait? I mean, pricing, yeah, you probably should. But, you know, I think that ultimately depends on you. But I would personally wait. And here's why. Again, like, we know when it's coming out, and we're so close to the release. Like, if this was January of 2024, or like when the S24 was just unveiled, I'd say go pick it up. Like, it's the newest phone on the market. It's Samsung's newest device. But we know that the successor is literally right around the corner. It's happening within a matter of weeks. By the time I upload this video, it's going to be like less than 2 weeks. Go wait and pick up the S25 if you want, or make your decision after the successor is unveiled. But regardless of which decision you make, you're going to have a great phone, S24 or S25. Just keep in mind, you're picking up this phone for you. I just want to share my thoughts and opinions with you guys and what I've experienced, but ultimately you're going to make the decision. Do you want the latest and greatest, or do you want a phone that's not going to break the bank but perform like a champ because it's still a flagship, just a one-year-old flagship? If so, S24. If not, you go for S25. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to superman that like button, Comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot. It will help push my content out to more people. That's been it for me. Don't forget to check out my latest wallpaper pack. It's called Illusions 2.0, and I'm also working on a bunch of other wallpaper packs, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.